Hi, I'm Charles Heinzelman with Network in Action Central Texas. I'm here with a good friend of mine, also a fellow member, Cyril Allgeier. Nailed it! All right, I feel much better. I feel much better now. Yeah, it's one of those. Anyway, but he's with Direct Line, and I wanted to learn a little bit more about him, and I'm sure you guys want to as well. So first and foremost, tell us what it is that you do.
Well, Direct Line Development is very unique. Custom software, web developer that really specializes in a couple of key areas. Mm-hmm. When it comes to software, we build a lot of custom CRMs and ERP solutions, as well as just random projects that get thrown our way because of the web development work we've done. So it speaks directly to the quality of work we've done on websites for people. And one of the things that are most popular is the award-winning websites we built. So that's usually the intro. People come in because they want to refresh on their online presence, and we're able to do some great work on the search engine optimization side for them, and that transitions easily into custom software projects down the road. So we fancy ourselves as a one-stop shop for everything from, your first web page all the way up to a massive e-commerce site and beyond.
Okay, great. And that's in that space there's competition. What makes you unique?
That's a fantastic question.
Thanks. I thought so.
Yeah, I agree. What makes Direct Line Development so unique is we are not your typical mom and pop shop. We have a team of 90 developers on staff.
Oh, wow.
And with that team, they specialize in a language called Python. So there are no third-party plugins. There is no security patches or backdoors that just because someone decided to update the programming language, now your site's down. Mm-hmm. So we build it just right the first time, and it's done. It's yours. You have a beautiful project at the end of it that's stable, secure, and it's going to last you at least 3 to 5 years before you even need to make any changes.
Awesome.
Whereas a standard website needs to get refreshed every 6 to 18 months. Mm-hmm. In terms of what we do on the SEO side, we have a 4-step process that we think is one of the better options out there. That's why we're able to put our SEO guarantee behind everything we do on that side. So if we don't hit certain metrics with your SEO profile, we'll give you your SEO dollars back. Questions asked.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And in my 18 months with Direct Line Development, we've never given a single penny back.
Wow. That speaks volumes for the guarantee, right?
Yep.
Terrific. Good. I've always been curious about what makes people get into the industry they're in. What led you to getting into this?
So as you know, I'm a former chef, right? So I did everything the opposite of the way people tell you to do it in school. Is you want to get in tech and when you're out of college, make a ton of money, and then go open up a restaurant, a Snowco stand, or whatever you're going to do. I started on the opposite end of the spectrum. So I got into tech because I genuinely wanted to find real solutions to people in a changing world. The days of word of mouth and referrals are still there, but oh boy, are they harder to find, especially in the recent times that we've experienced with COVID.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be a honest, reliable resource for businesses and individuals in the online space. And I found Direct Line Development one of the better options out there. And I asked if they would bring me on, and they did. What they've been able to do over the last 20 years is really cultivate a wonderful approach to how they view website design, website development, and even custom software, where the client gets exactly what they want at a really fair price, and they're going to have that ongoing support that they wanted and sought in the software as a service model. So that's what attracted me to it, to be honest with you.
Oh, awesome. And that's kind of a unique flip, as you said right there as well. And for the people watching this, just in a sentence or maybe two, what makes for an ideal client? Like if they come across somebody, and everyone always talks about web pages and sites and apps and all this stuff, what makes for a good client for you so that they can say, hey, you know what? I have somebody who needs to talk to Cyril.
An amazing client for us is someone who truly understands what their online presence means to their business. Generally, I'm not your first call when you just want to get a website built and you're starting out. We have 90 developers on staff who are really great at their jobs, and that's not going to come at the cheapest budget a lot of the time. But that being said, it's really about, I want people that want to be participating partners in our processes. If you go along this journey with us, you're going to get the best product possible. It's going to be the best bang for your buck. So I need people who understand and maybe got burned once or twice by previous developers to really appreciate what we're trying to do for them. We may take a little longer than some of the other speedy WordPress guys and other things like that because we're not using templates. But at the end of the day, you're going to have something that your competition isn't going to be able to copy.
Yeah, and they actually own it.
Yes,
right?
That's exactly correct. You're going to own all the IP that we create for you down to the infographics. and it's in our agreements that we can't reuse it. So it's completely 100% yours.
That's awesome. Great. Well, thank you for joining us here today, Cyril. Definitely a pleasure. And I'm sure everyone watching this is going to appreciate everything that you brought to the table as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure.